Hey everyone, Markk here. So before you watch this or listen to this podcast, I'm just kind of recording this message to let you know that I do realize that the audio quality in this episode is not that great. I guess that comes with, the territory for starting this off. There's bound to be some mishaps and things are not going to go always accordingly, but please bear through it. Hopefully the audio quality will get better in future episodes. Thank you very much and enjoy the episode. Hey guys, and welcome to the first ever episode of the Artcast podcast. My name is Markk, and I am here with my co-host and friend, Thirdphp. Third, say what's up to the people.
What's up, guys?
Okay, so some of you are probably surprised and perplexed. Oh wow, Markk and Thirdphp are starting a podcast. Yes, you are right. We decided to start a podcast because, we're both artists. And what is one thing that artists do a lot? We draw and we create. And I don't know about you, Third, but I often struggle to find things to listen to while I'm drawing because after a while, music gets boring. And sometimes you don't want to watch YouTube anymore. You just want a podcast to listen to. And we figured, there's no podcast out there that artists like ourselves can listen to. So we decided, let's start one.
Yeah, exactly. No, I just want to say, holy shit, good job on the first, the first introduction for the first episode. That was smooth as
Thank you. So this is the first episode, and at least before we get into anything else, I'm kind of just gonna talk about, what you guys can expect from this podcast. So we're not gonna be like a tutorial podcast, right? We're not gonna be teaching you how to do stuff. I can imagine it's gonna be hard to learn anything audio only, right? So we're not gonna be that. We're gonna be talking whatever is on our mind, or we're gonna have a topic for a day, and at the end we'll probably take some questions, right?
Yeah.
But keep in mind, we are just we're just doing this, man. We have no plans. We're just here. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully it's entertaining.
I don't even know what to say. This is the first episode. We're improvising.
Exactly.
The intro is not even scripted. It's just fully improvised.
Our podcast episodes are never gonna be scripted. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this first episode won't have any topics. We're just gonna kind of introduce ourselves at first. We might, we're gonna talk about the plans in the future, as Markk said. We're gonna ask you guys some questions. I think we can answer to some questions today because
for sure. You already posted on your story, right? For people to ask you questions.
I should have some questions right now. Yeah, I have like 20 questions on my.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, we hope this podcast will be mostly entertaining, but equally educational as well. But mostly entertaining, because when you're drawing or painting or whatever you're doing, we don't want you to be bored out of your mind, okay?
Yeah. So yep, we suggest you to just if you're drawing and you want to listen something, just hop on and listen to us talk about stuff, be trash,
And, just talk about some garbage, maybe some anime, maybe some manga, talk about webtoons, whatever we feel like it.
Everything.
It's supposed to be fun, no pressure at all. It's not gonna be formal. We're not gonna be like, hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Artcast podcast. And today we're gonna be talking about drawing and anime. No, we're not doing that shit.
Yeah, we're not. I think we might put some stuff in the background too, maybe a time lapse of us drawing or something.
Yeah, put it on YouTube. Yeah, make it more visually interesting too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so Third, how about you start off? Just kind of introduce yourself. Tell the people whatever you want. What do you do? You can tell them your, your bank account number, whatever you want. Just tell them whatever.
Okay, so I'm Third. You might know me as Thirdphp on Instagram. I'm an artist that is kind of falling off, but trying to get back up.
It's okay, we're both falling off, Third.
Yeah, we're both falling off. That's great. I'm not alone. I am.
And you do webcomics, right? You do webcomics?
Yeah, I do webcomics. I do God Game on Voice Me currently. I'm an original there, and a new episode just came out yesterday. So feel free to check it out. Okay, yesterday it's like it might be like 5 days for you guys, but
yeah.
Came out on July 9. So
awesome. And Third is the lead artist on God Game. I personally am a fan of Third's art. I'm a simp for it. So if you like cool art,
don't say that.
I am a simp for Third art. I am not ashamed to admit it.
He's lying.
Okay. Lying. Are you done? You have anything else you want to say?
No, all good. You can introduce yourself now because you're the host for today.
I guess we're gonna be switching hosts. So third, you got it next time. Hope you're ready. But
Yeah.
okay, I am Diddy Douchebag Mark. Some of you may know me from my Instagram, probably not because I also fell off way harder than third. That is a competition. But I find that my most loyal followers are on my YouTube. So if you recognize this sexy voice, you might be a frequent viewer of the Diddy Mark channel.
I am.
Yes, third is somehow. I don't know how you can bear to listen to my scratchy ass voice.
Bro, you're entertaining as fuck. I like
That's
watching
what I
your
hear.
videos.
I find it hard to believe. So many people tell me that my voice sounds nice, and I'm like, wow.
It is
There are a
though.
lot
It
of
is.
liars out there. There are a lot of liars out there. But yeah, I draw comic books. More specifically, I draw comic books that look like manga. And no, I am not culturally appropriating anything. It's just I just don't want to color, and I prefer the manga format anyways.
I feel you.
So yeah, I draw a manga called exactly. I draw a manga called Metal Souls on Saturday AM. Go check it out if you want because I genuinely need as much love on it as possible. Because as of right now, Third and I were talking about it before we started recording. I actually don't know if Metal Souls has any fans. So if you want to be my first fan, it would be appreciated.
Yeah, guys. So, okay, I'm asking all my followers or DD Mark followers out there, just do a shit ton of Metal Souls fan art right now and
Oh,
tag both
good
of
God.
us.
Great googly
I
moogly.
want an episode where we just review a fan art of
Oh,
Metal
dude, that'd be
Souls or
sick.
something.
That would
That would
be
be
actually
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Somebody should write that shit down. That's a good episode.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. And also, we might get some guest artists here
Yes.
in the future. And if you guys have any suggestions, you can just put it below the comments. And
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go ahead and say right now, it's not might. We're definitely gonna have some guests. I'm sure
yes,
Third and I have a lot of art friends that, you know, we don't get to hear a lot from artists. I feel like a lot of artists don't get to, they don't really have a voice. Yeah, they post pretty pictures online, but we don't get to know much about them. And I think it would be very interesting if we brought different artists. And maybe, hopefully, someday we can get big enough to where we can get some of the bigger artists to come and talk and just chill and just have a good time,
I hope so. Yeah, imagine Ross Dross or Ethan Baker on our
Dude,
podcast.
if Ethan Becker came on here, I'd probably sound like a mess. I'd probably be like, so
Yeah.
when did you start drawing? When did you start drawing? I'd be nervous as hell, man. Nah, Ethan Becker that's
That'd be awesome.
that's my daddy. Whoa, pause.
You'd be like, bro, do you remember me from Instagram DMs? I asked you for advice, bro. Do you remember me?
I don't think you remember me. Just in case you don't know, if you watch my most recent video, I think I Hail Mary DM'd Ethan Becker. I slid in his DMs like a chick. I was just like, you're probably not gonna read this, but I'm a big fan of yours, and I basically just simped for Ethan. So yeah, it'd be nice if we can get him
he's
one
that
day.
guy.
Yeah.
He's that artist that says you're probably not gonna read this, but
I'm that guy.
hey, you're not the only one. I've done that before too. I
Did you actually did it respond to you though?
No, I was too small of a. I mean, I did that with Kuzo, and he did not respond for a year and a half until
Yikes.
yeah. I mean, it's okay though. It works out. It works
Yeah,
out
yeah.
for them.
I did that with White. He never honestly, till today, White does not respond to my DMs on Instagram. It's okay. We can message each other on the work app. And if in case you don't know, I basically work for White now. So it all came full circle. Because
That's
White
awesome.
is one of the founders of Saturday AM, in case you don't know about that.
Can you tell us more about that?
About Saturday AM?
Working for White Manga, yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I'll talk about Saturday AM in general, like working for Saturday AM and like I don't know, specifically working for White Manga, I guess. So Saturday AM is fun, We draw manga. It's like Shonen Jump in the West. It's kind of awesome, except we have an emphasis on diversity. So where in Japanese manga, everybody's name is I don't know, fucking what's the Japanese ass name?
Japanese ass name Ryunosuke.
Yeah, everybody's name is Ryunosuke, and they're always the outcast in school, and they always have black hair that covers their one eye, and their head.
Yeah.
And they always find out they have a demon in one arm. Like that's pretty much most manga. A lot of
That's spot on. I like that.
yeah. No, in Saturday AM, you're most likely to see stories that have characters that look like yourselves. Black and Latino and whatnot. But do not fear. We're not just here to preach to you about politics. We actually, more than anything, it's the story that matters the most. So yes, we like to emphasize our diverse cast of characters and diverse storytelling and such, but it's the story and the quality of the story that matters first. So don't worry about that. and that's pretty much what it's like working for Saturday AM. I just get to draw Metal Souls, which is my series, and I put a lot of action in it because I'm a sim for Yusuke Murata as well. And forewarning, as this podcast goes on, you will soon come to realize that Diddy Markk is a sim for a lot of people and a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because, hey man, I'm a lover. I love a lot of stuff. But yeah, working for White Manga, it's weird because I work for him, but like I don't really like report to him. He doesn't even feel like a boss, you know? I can message him, and I do because, like I said, I'm a simp. Sometimes I'll just message White. Like, for example, I finished reading his new book, Apple Black Volume 1. It just came out. Actually, no, it's not out yet. I happened to get it early from the bookstore near me.
Did you read the new one?
Yeah, I read a new one. It comes out on the 12th here in America. So definitely go check that out. I just finished it. I really loved it. More than I thought I would.
That's
Have you read it,
awesome.
Third? I know you haven't.
I've read the old one, yeah, because I remember I was also simping for White Manga. I discovered him through YouTube, and I remember like I want to draw manga style, so I just found him on like 5 years ago, and yeah, my goal was to get his book. And funny enough, Hatesoru, I don't know if you guys know them, they gave me the book as a birthday gift, and
Wow.
yeah, I'm really happy that I got it.
Lucky you. I had to pay for that shit. My wallet hurt me.
Yeah, now I got the new one too. It's still as good, you know, as before, even better.
Did you read the new one? Did you actually read it?
Not all, but
It's different, dude.
Really?
It's so different. Yeah, from the original, it's different, but it's good. It's actually good, man. Like, it was good before, don't get me wrong, but it for me, right, like I read it yesterday, I was like, wow. He did an amazing job. Very inspiring. And that actually reminds me why I actually brought up the book. Also, forewarning, this podcast is going to go on a lot of tangents, and I'm sorry, but not sorry.
yeah, it's all good.
It's all good, yeah. But so my thing is, I read the book Apple Black Volume 1 yesterday, and it was so good that I messaged White, and so like he responds when I message him sometimes like that. And so I guess that's what it's like working for him. He doesn't feel like a boss. He's a cool dude, and he's also Nigerian, just like me. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Nigerian. Third, where are you from?
It's like a friend. Well, I'm Asian. I'm Filipino, and I'm not good with the English, so I'm sorry if I stutter a lot.
Third, it's fine. I've met Americans that speak way worse than you. Okay.
Good to hear.
But yeah, now that I've spoken about Saturday AM, I pretty much hype him up. Oh, one more thing about Saturday AM before, because I probably would get, flack if I don't talk about this. And honestly, I should be talking about this because I care. But you guys should go check out all the graphic novels by Saturday AM that are going to be releasing this year and next year and beyond. It's going to be awesome, especially if you want to see characters kick ass and they look like you. They're not just all Japanese. There's nothing wrong with being Japanese, but sometimes it'd be nice to have a black person or a Latino person or a Filipino person
Yeah.
be the protagonist. That never happens, right?
That's actually awesome because we rarely see that on other companies. On Webtoon, it's mostly Korean, for example, and
Mostly Korean.
yeah, and in Shonen Jump too.
In Full Metal Alchemist, are they British? What are they?
I don't know. They speak Japanese for me when I watched it, so they.
Obviously, Japanese is just the sub, but I think it takes place in Europe or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Bakano. Bakano is from. It's not in Japan or anywhere else.
I've never actually watched that. Is it good?
Bakano is one of the best manga anime, I think. I've listened to Trash Taste, a lot.
Oh, okay, same. Oh, yeah, they talk about it a lot in there. That's true.
Yeah, well, there was this one take where Connor said the dub is better than sub, but
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah, but I don't know because I only watched the sub, and Joey said sub is better, so I don't know which one's better. I might watch the dub one soon, but yeah, it's the storytelling of Bakano. The characters, they're all unique. The way the story is told, it's really it's mind blowing for me. It's like Durarara. I don't know if you've read Durarara.
Okay, I've watched a few episodes of that one. I remember I watched that in high school, I think.
Yeah, it's the same. Kind of same.
Okay, that's awesome. I need new anime. I haven't been watching anime.
Me neither.
Yeah. I think I want to start watching randomly. I got an ad for it, I think. Not even an ad. I think I saw it on YouTube randomly. Like High School of the Elite. I know it's old, but I just randomly want to start watching
yeah,
that one.
the new season just came out.
There's a new season. No wonder I saw it. that. Yeah, okay.
It's like one of the one of the most anticipated new seasonal anime that
Really?
I think so. Yeah, because for me, when I watched the first season, I think it was like one of the greatest anime that has ever come out. Maybe it has changed now
Wow.
because
Really?
the last time I've watched that is when I was like 15 or 16 or something. I was young
Mhm.
and edgy and sad.
Ah.
So you know,
Edgy third.
it might
Yeah.
change now, but going on a tangent again, when we're talking
Oh
about
yeah, talk about voice me third. Talk about voice me. I talk about Saturday AM. You talk about your thing too.
okay, before I talk about voice me, I want to talk about like reading a manga because we talked about we talked about reading the first volume of white manga. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm kind of busy with work, so when I read the first volume of a manga, I tend to not finish till the end. Like for example,
Ah.
I've read the Reaper, the first volume
Mhm.
of Reaper, but I've never finished the first chapter. The first
Wait,
volume. I
what?
mean, I never
Oh, about to say.
the first volume. I've read the first 6 chapters, but I never finished
Ah.
the last. And it's the
Oh,
same.
okay,
It's,
okay,
it's
okay.
it's the same for Space Punch. Space Punch is another manga from
Oh, I forget
French
the artist's
manga.
name.
Yeah,
What's his
it's
name again?
ZD Core, one of the best.
Oh, shout out to that guy. I follow him. Amazing artist. He definitely needs more love. Come on, go follow him.
Yeah. Follow ZD Core and Zero CGD too on Instagram. And yeah, those 3 volumes, like Reaper, Space Punch, and the new Apple Black, volume. I've never finished those, and
I'm exactly the same way. I'm just too busy, man. Like I remember specifically third. I told you before we started recording that I was sick yesterday. So that's the only reason why I could read manga yesterday. That's why I finished Apple Black in one sitting. I that's the only time I have because I don't usually read manga because I'm too busy drawing and doing Mark stuff. And I finished Apple Black and I had so much time. I started reading Fire Punch, and my God, that manga is deranged.
I know.
Can we check on Tatsuki Fujimoto? Is he okay? How does his brain what?
All
Have
his
you read Fire Punch 3?
I know. I finished Fire Punch. All of his like his manga stories are fucked up or messed up. They're like
Yeah, like he's
they're
on
really
drugs when he's
weird.
writing that.
I
There's no way
know.
he's sober when he's writing those.
Yeah,
Jesus.
when I first read Fire Punch, I thought it was like a shonen kind of seinen manga, and then it turned into a freaking rom com or some shit.
It does?
It's actually funny. It's actually fun because when you read it, you don't like you never. It's yeah, you don't. It's not like predictable.
Yeah, it's very not predictable. Like, don't spoil it for me. I think I'm on like chapter 4, 5, maybe. But I just met
Oh,
the little kid because
haha.
I bought volume 1 physically and I'm reading it. I
I
just met the little kid. What's
see.
his name? What's his face? I forget his name. But like I think he asks what's his face about. I'm not gonna talk about it. It might be a spoiler.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that kid just made it funny because up until they introduced him, it was very dark and like messed up.
I
But
know.
now that he's here, it's a lot more lighthearted, but it's still kind of messed up. But yeah, tangent.
Yeah, that's okay.
You want to talk about reading manga? Is that all you had to say about that?
Yeah, that's all. I mean, we can go back to Voice Me.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Shout out your people.
Yeah, Voice Me. I work with Voice Me. I do God Game, and I'm serialized. I do weekly, and I'm with a team. By the way, I'm working with
Awesome.
two different studios. I work with my team, and I work with the other team. I don't know how
Mhm.
much I can say with this, but I mainly fuck it. I'm gonna say it anyways. I mainly draft the episodes, and my team or the other team line it and color it. It depends on
Mhm.
how many
Why is
episodes
that a
we do.
secret? Why is that something you wouldn't say?
I don't know. I'm scared. We're recording.
I understand. Sometimes you don't even know what you're allowed to say and what you're not.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
I don't want to be canceled. Please don't. Okay.
yeah, but I do not work in a team. I work solo dolo.
Yeah.
And third is weekly. I am not weekly. I have a life. I'm joking. That's a joke. I don't have a life. Come on, we all know
Nah,
that.
no.
I'm
Yeah, we
monthly.
don't have any life, sadly.
Yeah, that's the price you have to pay. But yeah, carry on third. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, don't worry. Yeah. I mean, I think that's everything I can say. I mean, I work with one of the best, author, Brandon Chan. Everyone knows him, even your mom or your dad. I don't know.
Yeah, you
everyone-
got like 1 million followers on TikTok or something,
I
right?
know. Yeah, he's working on like 70 projects at the same time. He's too busy.
Is that an exaggeration? I'd believe it if it was true. 70?
Yeah, I think he was working on 6. I think 6 or 5 or 6 projects.
That man is working. I respect the grind, man. I really respect it.
Yeah, he's
Ah,
awesome.
so that reminds me. Do you know Brandon Chen has a YouTube?
I subscribe to him, but not on my main channel. I don't know if he's still posting or something.
That was right. Yeah, I know. I just brought that out of nowhere, but it just when you said his name, I just randomly remembered. I just found his YouTube. I didn't even know he had a YouTube, and he has like,
Oh really?
yeah, I think he has like
Wait,
78,000 subscribers. I'm like, wow. Like he's big. I knew he was big. You know, he's got 1 million on TikTok, but I didn't think it was like that big. You know?
I know he has a channel, but I didn't know. I just automatically thought that you knew that he has subscribers. And bro, he has a shit ton of subscribers there because yeah, he's just popular.
Wow, he's got 83,000. Let me see.
Oh, he posts.
Yeah, he
mostly
uploads shorts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. He posts shorts. Oh yeah, speaking of YouTube, Third. You want to shout out your YouTube channel? Third makes YouTube, guys.
Yeah, I don't talk on it. Let's go. I just post.
I'm trying to get him to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Third to.
Yeah,
Come on,
this
man.
dude's forcing me to talk. I'm gonna talk one day. For sure.
Because I'm a shitty friend, I'm gonna make Third an example to all the viewers. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
The reason I'm trying to get Third to talk in his videos because he's afraid of he doesn't like his voice. And I said, Third, none of us like our voices. I upload videos, I hate my voice. And I'm just like, dude, it's just a leap of faith. So let that be a lesson to you fellow artists. Yes, that's a reminder that this is in fact an art podcast. So when it comes to art, when you want to do something new or something, it's always hard at first. You kind of just have to suck it up and do it. And eventually, it just gets easier. For example, this is our first episode. So it was very difficult to get all this set up. And I hope the episode is flowing nicely. Hopefully it's not awkward or janky sounding or whatever.
I do hope.
But like I said, yeah, exactly. It's gonna get easier with time. Just like uploading to YouTube, just like uploading to Webtoon, just like drawing your comic book and making one chapter, it gets easier, people. Okay, so yes, Third, I'm a shit friend. I made an example out of you to our viewers.
I mean, okay, not trolling or anything. What you said is actually a good, if not one of the best advice for like someone who cannot start working. I mean, I'm one of those people. I cannot do any project. I've written like 5 stories, different stories that I can draw and post easily on Webtoon or VoiceMe, but I've never. I mean, I've started 3 projects, but I've never done them before because it's just I'm scared. I'm scared finishing it, publishing it, and
yes. People, I know that too well. Third and I are somewhat close. So he updates me on all these projects, and I'm always trying to. I'm like his little cheerleader. I'm always like, man, just put it out there, finish that chapter, finish that episode. But he just doesn't do it, man. And I don't blame him. I used to be there. It's always hard. And I tell him, you want that dopamine hit from when you finish, when you post that. Not even when you post, when you finish, when you draw the last panel of that first chapter. When you finish it, there's just this feeling. It's like euphoric. It just drowns your body and you get addicted to that feeling. So it just gets easier to finish episodes and put them out because you get this gratification and you keep chasing that, So ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this and you're like Third and you have something you want to put out there and you're afraid of you don't want judgment or what if people don't like it, who cares? Just put it out there. And Third, actually, not even just Third, this podcast will also serve as a learning experience for me as well, I assume. So let's not make it seem like Markk is just a douchebag and he's just grilling Third. That's not the case, okay?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, might be hurtful for the others if they like heard. Yeah, just come on, just stop being a pussy and
Yeah. I'm not calling you a pussy. I understand it. It's always hard.
Yeah, and also guys, for the haters. Of Markk, he's not a bad guy, he's not a terrible guy.
I'm not.
It's like
I'm not. Thank you, Third.
One of the nicest guy, one of the nicest dude, but one of the honest dude too.
Yeah, that's the thing, Third. Thank you. I try to be honest. Do you know what I hate, Third? I'm glad that you brought that up. I hate being sugar-coated to. I hate it when somebody obviously has something they want to say and they keep beating around the bush trying to tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Just tell me what it is. To me, it's it's a form of respect. You can just cut to the chase and tell me what it is. Obviously, there's a way you can say it without being rude, right? And I never try to sound rude or mean. I promise I'm not. It might come off that way, but I promise I have your best intentions at heart when I tell you things blunt.
Exactly.
I don't like to sugarcoat. If you have a problem, I'm going to tell you, man, look, you have a problem. Yeah, you got to fix this, I'm always gonna tell you how it is, and I will be very happy if people did the same thing with me as well. I know I have flaws. I'm not that amazing. You know, I have a lot of issues, and I like it when people can sit down and just tell me, hey man, look, this is your problem. I will say, however, do not go around just giving your unsolicited advice to people if they don't ask for it, okay? If I'm just minding my business, don't just come up to me and say like, okay, Didi Mari, look, the way you draw these eyes are fucking ugly as fuck, man. You gotta do this. No, you can't.
Yeah, don't
You
do
can't
that.
do that.
Don't do that
Don't
to
do that,
people.
no.
Yeah, especially if you're like talking to a YouTuber, just know that there's a difference between them and their own personality on YouTube. You know,
Exactly.
there are
Mhm.
people who hate Ethan Baker because he seems like a douchebag in
Yes.
the video, like you. Because sometimes when you say your own opinion, it kind you say it in you know in like a
You say it
honest
with
douchey
conviction.
way. Yeah,
Yeah, you
exactly.
say it. Yeah.
But that's just a personality. It's not them talking.
Yeah, exactly. I am very if, in real life, even though like I was telling Third earlier, I look like a air quote intimidating guy, but I am so not. What's funny?
No,
Okay.
nothing.
Yeah,
I just thought about
yeah.
like me beside you being small.
If this podcast takes off and like for like we'd be grateful obviously, but if we ever like had to travel places and do like fucking panels, it'd be funny Third and I standing next to each other. It'd be
Yeah,
funny.
I can't wait. That will happen for
I
sure.
mean, hey man, you gotta speak it into existence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, you just gotta be honest. I promise I'm not trying to be mean. In real life, I'm a much more like I'm an introvert, right? I like keeping to myself. I'm much more reserved. Even though on my videos and on like podcast and like I might sound like I'm this confident guy. I am not. I had to train to learn. I had to learn how to talk because if you watch my videos, you know I used to get bullied. And at some point in my life, I didn't want to get bullied anymore, and I wanted to just better myself in all aspects. I started working out. I started eating right. Started working hard. I started reading books about confidence. I started practicing. I started having conversation with strangers, and that's why it sounds like I'm such a good conversationalist or talker. But
Yeah.
in real life, if I don't have to talk to you, I'm not gonna want to talk to you. And that's no disrespect. It's just I'm a reserved person, so I'm not a douchebag. That's just my summary.
I kind of respect you in that way because I'm still an introvert and I had to learn how to talk.
Yeah, yeah,
But the difference between us is you actually learned how to talk and be respectful at the same time. Because
yeah,
there
yeah.
are moments when I talk to my real life friends, I know I have some friends, but
Oh wow, lovely.
close friends or family, when I talk to them, sometimes I become so cold. Like
Hmm.
the way I say some phrases or some sentence sometimes is just like so cold that you think that I hate you. But in
Yeah,
reality, I'm just in a bad mood. I don't hate you particularly, but I just hate my act like my current mood.
yeah.
So I just
Hmm.
don't want to talk to people because there are people who are even when they're in a bad mood, they can still talk nicely to
Hmm.
people and say like fuck off nicely, but I cannot do that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I will admit I am good at doing that. Like I can be in a bad mood. I really train to not take my frustrations out on people. Not that I'm better than anyone. I don't know. That's just something that I try not to do. I know people have their own lives, and so I'm very conscious about it. But when people are like mean to me, and I can just tell, oh, this person's just having a good day. It's not a good day. Obviously, they're having a bad day. I'm like, I understand, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and all in all, to summarize, don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a
That was
douchebag.
the point of this whole thing, right? Third, I forgot.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we just hit the 30-minute mark. I think we can answer some
You want to start going to the
questions.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, so the first question from Lale_X67: Does
Hmm.
making art fulfill you?
Wow, what a question.
That's a philosophical question.
You want to take that first?
We can either answer this quickly and head off to another question, or we can just make this longer.
Okay, let's make it so we each just give a brief answer. So not like a 20-minute monologue answering
Okay,
the question.
just a
Brief
one.
enough to where there's enough information in there, you know?
Okay, well, for me, yes, it does. It really does because first of all,
Mhm.
art is not only a passion of mine. It's also a job. So
Yes, sir.
every time I finish an illustration, I just get happy because when I see my work, I think it just feeds off my ego. It feeds my ego,
Mhm.
and my
Yeah.
happiness, and it like doubles when I finish a work like an episode, because not
Hmm.
only I'm satisfied with art, I'm also doing the job at the same time.
Yeah, that's a great answer. And pretty much I have the same answer as third. But I'll add on to this. If you watch my channel, you pretty much know me already. Like I feel like my viewers are, my friends, sort of. So does making art for me? Yes. Yes. It sounds strange to say, but it feels like I was born to be an artist. I often tell people I don't imagine me living out the rest of my life doing anything else but art. Obviously that's a possibility. This stuff isn't guaranteed, but I just can't imagine it, right? So does it fulfill me? Yes. Every single day, even when I'm not drawing, I'm thinking about drawing. I'm thinking about creating. It brings me happiness to another. Like it's hard to explain how much happiness like being an artist and creating and drawing brings me, right? Making pages and putting it up there for people. Is the fact that my art can bring joy and do positive things for people is one of the best things ever. I'm sure you get a lot of messages too, third, but like those messages from people that talk about you inspiring them, that's another aspect that makes being an artist so fulfilling as well. Just knowing that you're doing, you're impacting people's lives positively.
Oh yeah, for sure. I agree.
But yeah, that's my answer.
Nice answer.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's a good.
All right, let me pick the next question. Let me see. Do you have a manga artist that you take inspiration from? Now, third, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be a manga artist. It can be any artist at all. Let's just say that. So you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the main artist I'm actually studying right now, which is funny because
Mhm.
you'll know why later, is Yusuke
Oh, yeah?
Murata. I
Oh,
s-
lovely,
I
lovely
study
choice.
I study yeah. I study Murata every day.
Mm.
I study him like I think I study him more than I sleep right now.
Mhm.
Um
Oh wow,
yeah.
wow, that's insane.
Yeah, and the
To think about.
yeah, and the other one is David Finch. The main reason why
Oh.
is he has the
Mm-hmm.
best tutorial I think on YouTube currently, because not only he he shows the basics of the art, but he also shows the process of going from basic to complicated and
Yeah,
rendering.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's
So yeah.
very true. So yeah, so like that you mentioned it. David Finch, unlike most art YouTubers, is for everybody. I find that the art YouTuber you watch depends on your skill level. You know what I mean? Like so you often find beginners watch Jaza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like expert, like people closer towards like expert, definitely past intermediate. Watch, God, I forget his name. Third, that guy that you were trying to teach me for coloring. What's his name?
Oh, color Marco Bucci.
Yeah, Marco Bucci. Like you're definitely towards intermediate, like expert if you're watching him. You know what I mean? So David Finch, it's for everybody. Like you watch his videos, he will talk about beginner, intermediate, and expert. So that's a good answer.
Yeah, exactly.
Personally, for me, my artist current inspiration. If you watch my videos, I'm inspired by a lot of artists, but my main one, same as third, is Yusuke Murata. That's my dad.
Hey,
Mr. Murata,
yeah.
if you're watching this, please accept me as your.
Yeah, I want to be your wait, your kid too.
Whoa, you want to be
Whoa.
his dad?
Whoa, whoa,
I want to be
whoa.
a student. I don't know about third. I'm trying to be a student, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yusuke Murata is my main inspiration. And recently, I think I told you third over like messages like a couple days ago. I've started incorporating a lot more Tatsuki Fujimoto to my art. It doesn't show yet because I'm still experimenting with it. Because I want my art style, especially my manga art style, to have to be a blend of Fujimoto and Murata. So like more so Murata's like skill, like raw skill, with the absolute grittiness of Fujimoto's like line work. You know what I mean? To just
Yeah.
create something like unique. Like if you're hearing me, and you know those two artists. I'm sure you can imagine what an art style like that would look like, right?
That's actually interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
I never saw a style that fused those styles, so I can't wait. Good answer. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, next question. Ooh. Ooh. You might like this one.
Okay.
Would you want to work with an anime studio?
Man. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I feel like I say this so much. If you watch my YouTube channel,
Yeah, I chose this so we can.
I know you did. I know you did. I just made a video where I talked about my experience with animation. So anime studio, I was gonna say no actually, but I changed my mind. I forget the name of the studio. I actually applied to them to work for them. The people that made the Castlevania anime on Netflix. I forget the name
Oh,
of the studio. I forget it.
you
I'm
know
so
what?
sorry.
So you can continue talking. I'm gonna look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. So that studio, I applied. I would work for them, but do I want to go into anime in general? No. I more so want to do feature films. Obviously, if you know anything about the animation industry, it's very hard to just jump right into actual films. Like most people start off doing TV shows because the only people that jump straight into feature films out of college or something are like the prodigies, the talented people, and I'm definitely not that. So do I want to do animation? Yes, but as a character designer, I don't want to be one of those people that make the thing actually move. I just want to design the characters, and it's one of my all-time dream jobs, right alongside being a published comic book artist. And I feel like as of now, I'm more so closer towards being a comic book artist than the animation thing because if you watch my video, you know I'm struggling in that department, but I haven't given up. I don't plan to give up. I'm still fighting for it. Matter of fact, I saved a bunch of animation jobs today that I'm going to apply for in the next few days. So yeah, that's my answer. How about you, third?
You're actually that's actually a great question. I think you have a great chance, especially
Thank you.
with your art, with your current art. I think in like maybe 6 to 8 months, your art is gonna so well developed that
Hmm.
you will be at that level where studio are gonna notice you for sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I
So
hope so.
so the name of the studio is Powerhouse Animation.
Powerhouse, yeah, I applied to them. I for sure applied to them, like at least to like two of their job positions. Hmm.
It's a great answer. Okay, well, funny enough, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an animator at first because I've
Hmm.
done a lot of flip book during class.
Oh wow.
I
Hmm.
did flip books, stickman animations.
Oh,
I
those
did
are always good.
those. I did those sprite animation from Macromedia
Oh.
Flash
Hmm.
8,
Hmm.
like that Luffy transforming to second gear or something.
Dude,
Yeah,
okay, that sounds fire.
I've done that. I've done a lot of stuff. I think the main reason why I stopped, I
Hmm.
mean, I still love doing animation. I
Hmm.
sometimes do. I rarely do, but I never post them.
Hmm.
But the main reason is I'm a really impatient dude. I want to finish
Hmm.
something within like an hour or two. That's why you see me post four shit after 4 hours. I post
Yep,
four
yep.
drawings after four
Very
hours
infamous
because
for doing that. Third, you always do that.
yeah, people sometimes hate me for that because I spam post, but hey, I
Hmm.
don't care. So
Yeah, it
yeah,
is what it is.
I don't have the energy to start a project and finish it a month later.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's why I do webcomic.
Hmm.
It's like um I
You're
like
telling a
I
story, you know?
yeah, I'm telling a story and the drawings are not continuous. Like it's panel per panel. It's
Yeah,
pages
yeah.
pages per pages. So when
Hmm.
you're done at something, you can continue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. That's great answer. Um,
Thanks.
I have another question here. The person Art Void 30 says, "What inspires you to create your art?" And they said, "Like, give us your backstory." Now, I'm pretty sure we already kind of talked about what inspires us.
Mm.
So I'm also gonna change the question a little bit because I wanted to ask this before we even started talking about questions or asking questions, not asking, answering questions. I wanted to
Yeah.
like third, that just kind of just tell us sort of like your backstory. You don't have to talk about your childhood and when you started potty training and stuff. You could just talk about
Oh.
like how did third PHP, as we know him now, and the level that he's at now, like how did he come to be? Talk about how you started, your growth. You know how long it took. Obviously, you don't have to make it long; it can be brief. But kind of just talk about that, and I will go ahead and I'll talk about my own self.
Of course. Okay. Long story short, when I was a kid, it's not a long story short. Goddamn, why did I say that? So when I was in high school,
My man said,
college.
long story short, in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, that's so stupid.
Oh, that's
What the heck?
funny.
My brain, ADHD brain. Okay, when I was 15 or 16, at the end of the first year of college, I wanted to learn, how to draw heads because I've never
Hmm.
really done that.
Hmm.
Um, I've never learned how to do it, so I just look up how to draw heads on YouTube, and then I found this guy called Kuzumari, and he showed us
Legendary
in the
video.
yeah, he showed
Legendary
us in the
video.
video. I found
Hmm.
the specific video is how to draw heads from any
Any
angle or
angle,
something
yes,
like that.
sir. That video is legendary, yes, sir.
Yep. So I watched that, and that video made me like realize how perspective and cubes like
Yeah.
how cool they are. It shows me
Hmm.
how perspective cool
Hmm.
are, and in my head, my brain exploded when I realized, bro, you can draw cubes from any perspective, and you don't have to,
Yes.
copy. You don't have to copy the thing you see in front of you. So that just ignite my passion for art, and I started.
I will say before you carry on, Third, I will say, I remember that day. I remember that turning point for you. I don't know if that was the first time you ever watched that video, but I remember this was back when, before you even had 5K followers. It was probably like 2K. You posted on
No,
your story, right? Was
I
it?
did. I did not, because the when I discovered Kuzo, I had 60 posts, and I had 250 followers.
Oh wow! So it was even way before. Yeah, I remember you posted that. You took a picture of that video on your story, and you tagged Kuzo, and you were like, "I can't believe I just learned how to draw it." Something like that. That
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Okay, so I think you saw that a year later, because
Oh, a year later. Okay.
I was celebrating that, like that
You
1
finally
year
understood it.
after.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. All right, continue,
yeah. So
continue. This is a good story.
yeah, so I posted that on Instagram. I was like, yo, I can't believe I just learned how to draw, and he replied me.
You replied, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He shared it on his stories, like, I'm glad I helped, and that really ignited my passion.
Yes, sir.
So my main goal was to be recognized by him. So I drew. I posted
Yes.
four times a day, every day, for a whole 2 years. And after that 2 years, I hit the 1K mark, the
Oh yeah.
1,000
Wow.
followers.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, and yeah.
And then you kind of
you-
just snowballed from there, right?
I mean, there's still something that happened there. I don't know if you want to hear, but
No,
I mean,
go
I
ahead.
can
Sure, go
continue.
ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
Okay, so at the 1K mark, I started to, think to myself, oh, maybe I can do commissions. And
Oh.
I started, so I looked for a site, and I found Fiverr. I started doing commissions there, and the dude liked my commission. He paid me for $3 for like a
Oh, wow.
whole character design. Yeah, I did like a front, full body, and back, full body drawing.
Wow.
And he liked it. He shared it on Twitter, and people on Twitter liked my stuff. So
Wow.
a dude commissioned me there, and then he told his 3 other friends, and then it became 10, it became 20, and that time I gained enough money. I'm not enough money, but I gained a lot of money, and gave it to my parents, but they didn't.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice. That's
yeah,
nice.
they were happy, but they were concerned.
I bought McDonald's with my first commission money. But yeah, sure, you can give it to your parents.
I should have done that. Fuck. Yeah. Well, I gave it to them, but they were concerned. They were like, "Wait, you're still going to school, right?" I was like,
Oh.
"Yeah, why?" My mom told me to stop commissions right away and continue and focus on my
Wow.
art.
I didn't even know that. Myself didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I got so sad at that time, because I told to my mom that on January 2019, and during that time, during that same month, I did not tell to my parents that I continue commissions while going to school. So my schedule for that month was wake up at 3 a.m., do commissions until 7, and go to school till
Wow.
6 p.m.
Wow.
and do commissions again, and I sleep at midnight. So I
That is
slept
dedication, Third. That
Yeah,
is dedication.
I slept mostly 3 hours a day for a whole
My
month.
God.
And guess how many commissions I've done in a month?
How many?
96 commissions, I think.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I did 96 commissions. I can show it to you later if you want. I have
Nobody,
the-
Third, listen, nobody can ever say you didn't earn where you are at right now, bro. Nobody can ever say you did not earn that. Jesus, man.
Yeah,
My
I did
God.
96 commissions while going to school and barely passing. And then at the end of the month, I showed the check to my parents, and they started to, become hesitant. They're like, "Oh shit,
Wow.
you did this?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Wow.
Imagine if I quit right now, I might double that number. And after arguing with them for another 4 months, they finally decided you can drop out and you can become
Wow.
a full-time freelance.
That sounds like a fucking Pixar movie, bro. That is amazing. Jesus. If you're listening to this, doesn't that sound like a movie plot? You sound like a protagonist. Man, that is amazing.
Thanks.
And so from then on, when you dropped out, you had obviously more time to dedicate to your craft and improve you did, because little did I know back then that you would become where you are right now. But if you had been following Third back then, a lot of people didn't even know, but Markk was watching. This was before Markk was Markk. I probably had like 2 followers. On God, I found Third mad early, and like in my mind, I'm like, Third and I are the same skill level. He's been posting more. He has more followers, and I'm like, I know I didn't follow Third, but I remember a couple months later, he was on my explore page, and I clicked on his post that he posted. It got a lot of likes, and I clicked on his profile. And Third had like I think like 5,000 or something like that, and I'm like, my God,
Well,
that's amazing, Third.
yes, thank you. But you know that time when you said, yeah, oh yeah, Third has improved a lot. That was when I stopped school actually, because
Oh, of course,
yeah,
more
when
time.
I think it was April or May, I started improving a lot because I had whole day just drawing and drawing and drawing. So
Wow,
yeah.
wow.
Okay, so
Nobody
I mean,
can never say you did not earn that. You definitely earned it, my man.
thank
Jesus.
you, man. Thank you. Okay, I'm interested with your answer now. Sorry, it's kind of a bit long, but
No. That's bro. This is content. This is quality content, bro. What are you talking
okay,
about? I like that.
sick.
Okay, man. Okay, so my journey. How did I get to where I am right now? Obviously, I'm not as big as Third. If we're talking strictly numbers, I'm not as big, but I like to think that I did have a good rise, and I look back on it, and I'm very proud of it. So most of my life, like most of my whole life, I've been living life on how do I say it? I guess autopilot. Coming from where I come from, I'm Nigerian. If you don't know, it's kind of like your only options, at least with my family back then, were doctor, lawyer, or engineer. And I chose doctor of my 3 options. And in my mind, and I didn't know it back then, I was not excited for the rest of my life. I was just living life I was just going with emotion. I just used to play video games and talk to girls, and just I was not doing anything. I've always loved art, and I've always loved comic books, and I used to draw comic books whenever I had free time. In class, I would draw panels and everything, but in my mind, it was never something I could ever do for a career. I'd never put my work out there. I didn't do none of that. And I think it was my junior year of college. And prior to this, throughout college, I had just been playing Fortnite specifically and just talking to girls. I don't even remember. When I think back on that time in my life, it was all so gray. Like, it didn't even feel like I was alive. And then it was junior year. I was drawing a comic book like I usually do. Like I tell people I've always been drawing comics. It's just a part of me. I was just drawing one for fun like I usually do. And I needed a tutorial for how to do something specific. And I came across white manga. And if so what white manga is to me is what Kuzo is to Third. And so I found White and I watched his video, and I'm like, okay, this tutorial helped me with what I needed to learn. And then he mentioned he was Nigerian, and I said, hold on, wait, what? And he had like followers, and I clicked on his page and I watched his whole channel like Netflix. I'm talking like the whole channel, bro. Hundreds of videos. I watched the whole thing while I used to draw my comic books. And the more I watched this guy, this Nigerian guy, seemingly do the thing that I thought was impossible, it motivated me. And I don't want to jibber jabber around for too long, but white manga, because of him, I was like, maybe I could do this. And so I posted my first thing, and obviously it didn't do that great, and I wasn't very consistent, but I was posting, right? I wasn't very motivated, but I was posting. Then the next catalyst to my growth, and I don't think I give you enough credit, Third, because I don't want to seem like I'm kissing your ass. But my next catalyst was Thirdphp, and I'm not even joking, because like I said, I had like 2, 3, maybe even like 14 followers or something. And I found Third. I'm like, okay, this kid is good. In my mind, I'm like, we're the same skill level. Third had not many followers. But in my mind, I'm like, oh, he has more than me because he's been posting more. And then, some months pass and I am stagnant. I don't grow. My art doesn't get better. My followers certainly don't grow. And then I see Third and he's thousands ahead. And I said, God damn. And then that motivated me because I look, he got jealous. I'm like, okay. Because you have to put yourself in my shoes. A couple months ago, I had thought this kid was on my level, and he surpassed me. It kind of held up a mirror to me that you're not working hard enough, And from then on, I started grinding. I was drawing. I started posting daily. I started analyzing my work, and my followers were growing slowly enough to where I got to the hundreds. And at this point, Third was on his way to 10K. Third was on his way to 10,000. And Third and I weren't friends, and I got frustrated because I felt like I was stuck. And I don't know if you remember this, Third, because at this point you're probably getting a lot of DMs. I DM'd you.
I remember. I never forgot.
Yeah, I asked you for a critique, and at this point, I was just some guy, right? Just like I'm sure many of you are watching. I did not have I had like 200 followers, maybe 250, and I was garbage. And I asked Third for critiques, and I know Third gets a lot of critique requests because I get them, and Third took the time to look at my work, and he roasted the shit out of me, respectfully, of course. And the difference between I don't want to be mean, but a lot of the times when people ask me to critique them, I give them critiques, but it feels like nobody ever really acts on it because nobody ever comes back and tell me, "Oh, look at this." Some do, but not most of them, right? So Third critiqued me, and I will never forget what I told him. I will never forget, Third. I don't know if you remember what I told you. I texted you back after I told you thank you, and I said, Third, you just created a monster. I said that. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
I said that, and
Bro,
you probably didn't think anything of it back then.
it's true though because you're like eating my ass right now. Wait, not
Yeah,
literally. You're coming back to eat me. This dude right here is fucking.
yes, yeah, man. So, if there's one thing you can learn from Third and I stories is, we didn't just get here by luck. It's not like the algorithm just liked us and oh, we did good. No, I fought for this, just like how Third fought for him. Except I didn't drop out of school. I didn't have that option, unfortunately. I was going to college. I am a biology major. I had a full schedule. And my dumbass, I have a girlfriend, by the way, and I love her, and she was the best decision I ever made. But I got a relationship while doing all these things, so that didn't even help my schedule. So I used to stay up, and I used to draw. I used to wake up early. I used to draw so much. I would take sketchbooks with me everywhere, to the mall, especially to class. I was drawing all the time, and I wasn't drawing cool, pretty fan arts. No, I had a sticky note of all the things Third told me to do to work on. I had it on a sticky note, and I would work on those things every single day. And I started getting more followers. And I started getting more and more and more. And I got to a point where, okay, I need more critiques. I went to Third again. At this point, Third didn't think anything of me. Third was past 10,000. He's this big guy, big shot in my eyes at least. I was probably at like 3K or something like that. Asked him for critiques. He just gave it to me again. He pointed out different things unlike last time. I worked on these things again. Long story short, I'm here where I am now, and I'm friends with the guy that helped me to get to where I am. And I know that's a long ass answer.
No,
but
it's actually awesome to hear. I mean, I'm glad I kind of helped because I really didn't think I was that, I was that
no, Third. Thank
important
you,
as a.
thank you, man. You really
I'm glad, man.
it was a kick in the ass. You working hard was a kick in my ass that I'm not working hard enough. So if you're listening to this podcast and you yourself are an artist and you have a goal, you need to ask yourself, are you really doing the most that you can, right? If so, hypothetically, and I know me and Third are not like, successful with like money and stuff, but if you are listening to us and you wanna, I wanna be like Thirdphp, after hearing his story, are you working as hard as him? Because I thought I was, and I got that hard kick in the ass that I wasn't. And I did the work, and now I'm here. Obviously, I'm not at this level. In my eyes, not yet. Third will disagree. Third will say, oh, nah, bro, we're on the same level. Nope. Third is...
I still think we are. Come on, don't
bro.
lie to yourself.
Third, we can keep going back and forth forever. It is what it is. Whatever. Let's agree to disagree.
That's
But yeah, it takes hard work to get to like success, and on any level in life, whether it's art or anything at all, So yeah, that's my long ass answer to that question.
Yeah. Do you wanna answer the last question or?
Let's answer one more question. What's the question?
Okay. Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, through all that talking, I guess we forgot I was the one that asked.
Yeah, I thought I asked that.
But that was a good. I loved it. That might
It was-
the title for this episode might be in that answer somewhere.
Yeah, that's yeah. We should do that. It's okay. So Jackson Hummel asked me, "Why did you start art?" This is for both of us, and then for me, how did you land the job for God Game?
Okay.
And then his last question is favorite fruit.
Okay, I guess when I answer, I'll talk about Saturday AM, how I got Saturday AM.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good question. Okay.
You can start.
All right. So the first question is, what is it again?
Why did you start art? I mean, I guess we kind of answered that.
Yeah, we kind of answered that. I'll just say with one sentence. I love it. It's a part of who I am. It would feel unnatural for me to not be doing art. Yeah. Next question was.
How did you land the job you have right now?
Okay,
Saturday
with Saturday AM. Okay, so how did I land the job with Saturday AM? I'll try to answer this as brief as possible. Obviously, I found White first, and when watching his videos, you notice he talks about Saturday AM a lot. And at this point, I was really looking up to White, and I really just wanted to be like him. And then, so I'm like, if White's a Saturday AM, I mean, I want to join too. So I started following Saturday AM, and I started like, analyzing the company and seeing how they work and watching their videos and, seeing how everything works. And in doing that, I found out that the only way they accept new artists is through something called Summer of Manga, right? And when I found Saturday AM, when I found Saturday AM, I think they had a Summer of Manga that just ended. So I had to wait for the next time around. And that whole time when I was waiting, I wasn't just waiting. I was drawing and I was getting better. And I started drawing comic books because in my mind, I'm like, if I'm going to apply for Summer of Manga, I want to have a portfolio like to show that, this guy can draw comics, right? And so Summer of Manga came along. I applied. They looked at the comic books that I had on Webtoons. They were really impressed by that. And I got into Summer of Manga. I did well in Summer of Manga. And then afterwards, the CEO was like, okay, we would like to have you do a series in the main magazine. And that's how I got in. It's not that complicated. A lot of people always ask me, how did you get in? I want to get in. It's not that complicated.
Yeah, DD marks the definition of get good, bro. Get good. just get good. It's not that hard. Just get good.
I wish it was a lie.
Yeah.
And my favorite fruit is coconut a fruit?
Fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. Fruit.
Okay, coconut. If coconut's not a fruit, then it's bananas.
Good answer. Oh,
thank you.
Good fucking great answer. Okay. Okay, me. Why did I start art? I grew up with the artists people. I grew up. My big brother. I have a big brother.
Okay.
I grew up watching him draw. He drew a lot of Dragon Ball fan art, a lot of One Piece fan art. He's like one of the best artists I've seen. He's like the best artist for me when I was a kid. My dad he's an architect.
Oh, awesome! Amazing. That's nice.
My brother stopped art, unfortunately, but he still sketches sometimes. But he stopped and I kind of took the torch and continue his legacy kind of.
That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah. So and for how did you land my job for God Game? It's funny because when I hit 1K, Voice Me was at 2K at that point. So they DM me. They said, "Hey, dude, I love your art. You wanna do a webcomic for us?" And at first, I thought it was a spam something because there are a lot of spam. Like, oh yo, check me out on I don't know Tinder, and then I did not respond for sure. So a couple of hours later, Brandon, this dude with 50K followers on Instagram, DM me. He was like, dude, I love your art. You want to work with Voice Me, like with me? And
wow.
I was like, oh, whoa, this dude's legit. Why did you want to work for me? Yeah. So I DM both of them, and Voice Me said, okay, so you're on the list. There are like 6 artists in total, and we're doing a trial. So could you please do like a page, a manga page colored for a God Game Voice Me for us, please?
Wow. I think I remember that page, right? You posted it was public. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I did that like a minute after they sent me. So I sent that to them. They were like, whoa, you're fast.
Fuck. Impressive. That's smart. That's smart. No, that's smart. That's a good idea that you didn't wait.
Yeah, so they sent that to me and they're like, okay, so sure, perfect. And after a week later, when the other artists were done, they said, okay, so now there are only 3 artists and we're gonna choose 3 of you. We're gonna ask for another trial, but this time it's gonna be a webtoon, like unfortunately, I was outside, so I only did them traditionally. But in the end, they picked me and they told me, oh, awesome, you got the job.
Awesome.
You can start working, and yeah, that's how I got it.
Amazing.
Favorite fruit? Banana. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Hey, damn.
Yep.
We might be brothers from another mother.
Yeah, we're brothers. We're falling off, and we like bananas.
Yeah, falling off and we like bananas. Hopefully this podcast will. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe give us a reason to keep going. Maybe if we get some nice comments, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me. It's not a bad start.
Yes, I had fun. I look forward to the next time we do this.
Yeah,
obviously we're in the honeymoon phase of this podcasting thing, but I like this. I can't wait for us to record another one. Speaking of Third, when do you think when can they expect new episodes? Are we weekly? Are we bi-weekly? Are we monthly? And by the way, people, I'm genuinely asking Third this question. I have no idea. I don't know
Yeah,
how
we
often
did not plan this.
we did not plan. What do you think? I
Okay.
guess we can kind of come up with something now.
I think for me though, since I will be busy this week, I'll be gone for a whole week. Um, maybe we can. I just want to make I just want to make and post one vid a week. I think that's the most consistent way of of
Yeah,
doing a podcast for me.
I want to do weekly too.
Because doing 2 weeks, I think people are just gonna wait for too long. They're gonna forget
Yeah,
about it.
it's gonna be too long.
We have to constantly, remind them on our socials. So I think a week for me is the best way. I don't know what you think about it.
No. I want to do a week too. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna be posting episodes weekly, and I'm looking forward to the future of this podcast. Hopefully, we can last long. I would like for us to last long because you'll be surprised. A lot of podcasts do not last, but I am Mr. Consistent, and I would teach Third to be Mr. Consistent as well.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm actually so hyped.
Yeah, so expect weekly episodes, and the format is gonna be for each episode we're gonna have a topic, and if you wanna participate in these episodes, follow both of us on social media, on mainly Instagram, because we're gonna be posting on our stories, and if we're gonna make a YouTube as well, so we're gonna post on the community post on YouTube. We're gonna ask questions about that topic for the next episode, so you guys get to ask. For example, let's say the next episode we want to talk about dealing with social media as an artist, right? We will post something like, we're going to talk about social media and being an artist. Ask any questions you have about that, and we'll answer it on the episode. So the format is going to be, we'll talk for 30 minutes about the topic. We'll go back and forth, talk about whatever we want. We might go on a few tangents, but after that 30 minutes, we'll then answer you guys' questions, right? And each episode is going to be about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. We're not going to have anything crazy long.
Yeah, exactly. And since this the first episode is going to be on your channel, the Mark's channel, you guys can check out the new channel called Artcast. I think we're gonna, yeah, it's gonna be on the link.
It's gonna be either Artcast or the Artcast.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out. But yeah,
the Artcast might be good.
I like the Artcast as well. That sounds fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, the links will be wherever links are available, in the description, whatever. Hopefully, our episodes will be available on Spotify and iTunes and such. So in case you're driving or in public or something and you don't want to watch YouTube, hopefully I personally will try to figure out a way to get our stuff up on there. But yeah, that's it.
That'd be good.
Yeah, Third, do you have any last words?
No, not really. I'm just please don't hate us. This is the first episode.
Yes, it might be. It might be rocky. There might be some weirdness. It's okay, people. It's gonna get better over time, hopefully. And man, I really like to see this podcast do well. Hopefully, can build a whole community. Maybe one day we'll start a Discord. Who knows? And we can do art streams on Twitch and stuff. It'd be fun.
And wait.
But yeah, my final words are: don't forget to drink water. And
doing that right now.
Yeah, amazing. And don't forget to tell somebody that you love them. But don't say that to a girl that doesn't like you back.
Yeah, that'd be creepy.
That'd be creepy, yes. But yeah, you beautiful bastards. Wow, should I call them bastards? That sounds mean.
Yeah, it's okay. Bye, bye, bastards, people.
All right. So next time, you beautiful, beautiful art nerds, tis I, D Mark, and that's a Q.
Oh shit. Third. Third.
Keeping that shit there. No, keeping that shit in there.
God damn it, fuck. I fucked it up. I fucked the ending.
Okay, I'll end it for both of us. Okay, you beautiful bastards. Tis I, D Mark, and Thirdphp. Till next time. Peace and love, baby.
Bye.